Hey boys, and happy birthday again, Jackson boy. Whoa! Alright, let's get started quick with some Pokemon stuff. There is a new event that started today for Easter, and it's double experience points, which is cool. But the coolest thing is, you can hatch a lot of interesting things out of 2K eggs now for this next week. So today I hatched a 2K egg when I was out walking, and out came a Lapras. So I promised, boys, that I will do a lot of walking this next week, and I will let you know what we hatched from these cool Easter eggs. So, all right, today, another thing I got when I was out the other day is I got an upgrade evolution item. So we can get ourselves right now a Porygon 2. So let's do that in honor of Jackson's boy's birthday. Shall we? Here we go. Oops. Here he comes. Ta-da! Looks like a little ducky. Alright, we're running out of new things, huh? There he is. 1427. Not too powerful, but a zap cannon for 140. That's pretty good. So, we got ourselves a Porygon 2. And I also caught something new when I was out the couple days ago. Go show it to you. I got us a Flaffy. So we have a Mareep and we have a Flaffy, but we only have 16 candies, so we got a long way to go before we're going to evolve Ampharos. So, anyway, that's it for the Pokemon stuff for now. Let me go over to the Bible. How are you boys doing today? Hey. I'm glad to hear it. All right, so we ended chapter 40. Joseph was still in prison, even though he did nothing wrong, and that's a confusing thing. And I look forward to hearing maybe from you guys why you think that might be, or if you think that's fair. But now let's jump forward to chapter 41 and see what happens next. And this first verse is pretty crazy. 2 years later, Pharaoh had a dream. 2 years. So 2 whole years Joseph has been in prison. This is 2 years after he helped out the chief cupbearer, remember? And the cupbearer forgot about him. So this is 2 years after that. So who knows how long he's been in prison, but it's 2 years after he did that really good thing, and he's still in prison. 2 years later, Pharaoh had a dream. He was standing beside the Nile when 7 healthy-looking, well-fed cows came up from the Nile and began to graze among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows, sickly and thin, came up from the Nile and stood beside those cows along the bank of the Nile. The sickly, thin cows ate the healthy, well-fed cows. Then Pharaoh woke up. That's a freaky dream, right? Pharaoh fell asleep and dreamed a second time. 7 heads of grain, plump and ripe, came up on one stalk. After them, 7 heads of grain, thin and scorched by the east wind, sprouted up. The thin heads of grain swallowed up the 7 plump, ripe ones. Then Pharaoh woke up, and it was only a dream. When morning came, he was troubled, so he summoned all the magicians of Egypt and all its wise men. Pharaoh told them his dreams, but no one could interpret them for him. All right, we got 2 dreams. 7 fat cows come out of the river, and then 7 skinny cows come out, and the skinny cows eat the fat cows. Then 7 nice-looking stalks of corn or grain come up out of the ground, and then 7 scraggly-looking heads of grain come out of the ground, and the scraggly ones eat the good ones. 2 dreams, both kind of similar things. So I'd like to know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think those dreams might mean? Any guesses? All right, let's see what happens next. Pharaoh was troubled, so he summoned all the magicians of Egypt and all his wise men. Pharaoh told him his dreams, but no one could interpret them for him, if only they could find someone who knew how to interpret dreams. Verse 9, then the chief cupbearer said to Pharaoh, today I remember my faults. Pharaoh had been angry with his servants, and he put me and the chief baker in the custody of the captain of the guard. He and I had dreams on the same night. Each dream had its own meaning. Now a young Hebrew, a slave of the captain of the guards, was with us there. We told him our dreams. He interpreted our dreams for us, and each had its own interpretation. It turned out just the way he interpreted them to us. I was restored to my position, and the other man was hanged. Then Pharaoh sent for Joseph, and they quickly brought him from the dungeon. He shaved, changed his clothes, and went in to see Pharaoh. All right, keep reading a little bit. Pharaoh said to Joseph, I have had a dream, and no one can interpret it. But I have heard it said about you that you can hear a dream and interpret it. And this is interesting what Joseph said. I am not able to, Joseph answered Pharaoh. It is God who will give Pharaoh a favorable answer. So that's important. Joseph, remember when he was younger, when he first got into this mess, he was a little cocky. Joseph had his own dreams, right? He was a little cocky about it and kind of snooty. But now, and he was arrogant, but now he's more humble. So he's changed. So Pharaoh said to Joseph, in my dream, I was standing on the bank of the Nile when 7 well-fed, healthy-looking cows came up from the Nile and began to graze among the reeds. After them, 7 other cows, ugly, very sickly, and thin, came up. I've never seen such ugly cows as these in all the land of Egypt. Then the thin, ugly cows ate the first 7 well-fed cows. When they had devoured them, you could not tell they had devoured them. Their appearance was as bad as it had been before. Then I woke up. In my dream, I had also seen 7 heads of grain, plump and ripe, coming up on one stalk. After them, 7 heads of grain, withered and thin, sprouted up. The thin heads of grain swallowed the 7 plump ones. I told this to the magicians, but no one can tell me what it means. All right, we'll stop it there, because I'd love to talk with you guys about, maybe on the phone, but what do you think the dreams might mean? But also, like we've been talking about, how could it be that Joseph was doing so many right things, but he kept getting punished and kept getting forgotten about? So hopefully we can talk about those things tomorrow, or whenever you guys watch this, maybe today. Pardon me. Did I get you? But I love you guys. Happy Easter weekend. I know that Mommy will make good celebrations for you. Jackson's birthday and with Easter. I'm excited to hear about him. I miss you boys. I wish I was with you. I wish I could be with you and celebrate with you and have fun with you. I'm proud of all the things you're doing. I'm proud of the adventures you're having. And I love you very, very much. I miss you. Bye, boys.